Hello, and welcome to another edition of Earth's Changing Surface, the only 7th grade show at Newport Middle School that focuses on the dynamic ways our planet is constantly changing. I'm your host, Tsunami.
And I'm Cliff Face. Good day to you. Our first story today comes to us from Annalie Hall, reporting from France.
Hi, I'm Annalie, and I'm here to talk to you about some of the landforms in France. The Alps Mountains. They took millions of years to form. They're long rows of mountains dividing the southern Europe from the northern Europe. The Alps formed when the African tectonic plates ran into the European tectonic plates. This created a convergent boundary. The Verdun Gorge, also known as the Great Canyon of Europe. It's very beautiful and attracts tourists to climb on the tall walls, and it also attracts fishermen. People hike, canoe, and go rafting. Most gorges are formed by the movement of water. Water erodes the side of the gorge, making it deeper and deeper. And back to you.
Thank you, Annalie. That Verdun Gorge sure is something amazing, isn't it?
I'll say, a real engorging report, Sue.
Oh, horrible. Horrible. Sticking with France for the moment, though, let's go to Dylan Carpenter, high in the Alps.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm also here in France. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Alps. When the African and European plates bump into each other, it makes mountains that rise above the land. The Alps run through much of Europe, including France, Germany, and Italy. And today they grow about a millimeter to a centimeter each year. The picture of the diagram, the continental crust and the continental crust, one goes down while the other one is going across the top. So the caves are made when water seeps through cracks in the rocks. The water goes underground and makes streams to carve into the rocks. When the river is in the cave or below the rock, it starts making a cave that opens as it goes. In 1989, the first tourists visited the cave. Then in 1899, it was opened to the world to see. Tourists travel about 75 meters below ground to get to the cave, and they travel by either stairs or a lift. And back to you.
Fascinating report, Dylan.
Just looking at that picture made me chilly.
A little taller than our own Mount Sunapee.
Up next, let's head south and east to Italy and Jaden Conroy.
Hi, I'm Jaden, and I'm here to talk to you about the surface changing in Italy. One result is an earthquake that happened in Italy in 2016. This earthquake was felt in the city of Rome, which is the capital city. In the region of Marseille, houses collapsed because of the force given off from the quake. The earthquakes that struck Italy were a result of the European and African tectonic plates trying to slide past each other. Another big thing that changes the surface is a sinkhole. A sinkhole happened in Florence, Italy in 2016 as a result of a pipe break underground. This caused the soil and dirt underneath the parking lot to give way. Sinkholes are caused by water eroding the soil below the surface. If enough material is eroded, then the surface will cave in, which causes a sinkhole, that changes the surface. Back to you.
Thank you, Jaden, for that report.
Here's hoping that few people were hurt during those disasters.
Our thoughts go out to the Italians affected by those tragic events.
On a lighter note, let's head to Russia and some amazing features that McKenna Cool is exploring.
Hi, this is McKenna, and I'm coming straight from Russia. Today we are talking about the Valley of Geysers. Very, very interesting place, actually. This valley is located in the Kronosky State Natural Biosphere Reserve. In 2008, the Valley of Geysers was elected as one of the wonders of Russia. Geysers are formed when steam pockets located under hot springs get superheated by magma chambers, causing the steam to shoot out in little streams. The little air jets cause the water in the hot spring to blow skyward. Sadly, after the landslide of June 3rd, 2007, about half of the geysers were buried, causing a flood in the landslide-dammed lake. The Lena pillars are giant rock pillars formed by high tide washing up against the wall of rock, eroding the rock wall into these mysterious-looking pillars. Almost every pillar towers above ground at 150 meters high. They can also extend along the river for about 80 kilometers. A lot of the worldwide known natural structures, such as the Land of Pillars, was formed by water erosions shown in the diagram. The way that it was eroded was that the waves rubbed up against the rock, causing little bits of the rock to fall into the water, and each time that it would blow on each rock pillars, each time the rocks would erode even more, causing these mysterious pillars. And now back to you.
What a majestic-looking rock formation.
I'll say, and that geyser field? It's like the world's biggest outdoor spa.
Sounds like a great field trip. I'm worried about bears, though.
Okay, heading back to the sun and surf of the Mediterranean, it's Hayden Palmer reporting to us from Greece.
Hi, my name's Hayden, and I'm here coming to you live from Greece. Well, in Greece, this major thing happened called the Cretan Gorges, where one plate moved higher than the other, forming a fault, and then a river came down and eroded it, making the Cretan Gorges. Altaria is one of the gorges in Crete, many in the Cretan Gorges. It's made up of multiple gorges. After it was done, there was a church built into the outer core of the gorge. Very interesting fact. The diagram shows how the Cretan Gorge was formed. The water eroded the rock, deepening the gorge. In the early stage, the coastal limestone plate crossed by a river, which brings rain, water, and melted snow down from the mountains. In the middle stage, the fault or crack is breaking due to the geological uplift and pressure. A gorge is beginning to be formed. The riverbed is caused by immense erosion. There's also, like I said, many gorges inside that, and there are 10 gorges actually, to be correct. And the Samaria Gorge is the most famous out of all of them. The next one is the Mycenae Cave. In Greece, erosion happened when the water seeped into the ground to make the cave. And a fun fact is when the sinkhole was created, plants and other trees and stuff grew on the outer, which like the opening, and it was discovered in 1951. And the cave is also connected to many other underground formations, including Lake Miscellanea. The cave is 3.5 kilometers long and 40 meters wide and 36 meters high. Back to you.
Simply stunning. Thank you, Hayden.
I can't believe that plants grow on the roof of the cave, Sue.
Fascinating.
I wonder how the fishing there is.
You don't even fish.
Heading west, we now go to Adria Gonzalez in Spain.
Hi, I'm Adria, and this is my report about Mount Teide in Spain. Mount Teide was created by a convergent boundary. What happened was the African plate and the Eurasian plate collided to make the volcano. The last eruption was in 1909. Some people believe that an evil devil lived inside the volcano. Mount Teide is the third largest volcano and is located on the Canary Islands. The base was formed in 40,000 years, and the formation began 1,070 years ago. My next story is on the Loka earthquake. The Loka earthquake was man-made due to fracking. Fracking is when people send water into the ground to get water out. The water level reduced by 250 meters. This terrible earthquake was of 5.1 magnitude, and it killed 9 people. It happened in 2011 and was located on the southeast part of Spain. Back to you.
Powerful report, Adria. It's lucky that there weren't more fatalities in that quake.
But that looks like a good place to go hiking.
Do you even go hiking in the mountains?
You know I don't.
Me neither.
Let's turn our attention northward to the land of ice and snow. Ethan Lippincott coming to us now from Sweden.
My name is Ethan Lippincott. Today I am telling you about 2 stories which happened in Sweden. The first of which is the archipelago of Gothenburg. The archipelago of Gothenburg is 25 islands off the coast of Gothenburg. An archipelago is a group of islands that are really close together. They're located on the same plate, and they were made from convergent boundary of 2 plates from the lithosphere. There was a subducting plate which went under the overriding plate, which elevated the overriding plate, making an island arc, which is kind of like a mountain under the water. and eventually it went over the surface of the water. Our next story is the Siljan Ring. The Siljan Ring is a circular impact site which is the result of the largest meteorite impact in Europe. It is currently filled with multiple bodies of water, the largest of which is the Siljan Lake. The impact that created the Siljan Ring occurred when a meteorite collided with the Earth's surface during the Devonian period, about 376.8 million years ago. Back to you.
Mysterious reporting, Ethan. Well done.
Speaking of ice, let's turn to Evelyn Marino and the country of Iceland.
I'm Evelyn here in Iceland, here to talk to you about earthquakes in 2000. Iceland had 2 major earthquakes, and they were made from 2 divergent plates that were the Eurasian and North American plate. Fissure from one of the two earthquakes is in the grassy picture, and a diagram of the plates which split is right there. Also going to talk about the Blue Lagoon, which is a man-made lagoon. It's like a swimming pool or a spa. It's located near Reykjavik, their capital city, in a lava field. And the wastewater from the geothermal power plant was pumped into an area which made a pool, which became the lagoon in 1976. And it became very popular after then, when it was rumored to have healing powers. And back to you.
Thanks, Evelyn. Not sure about taking a dip there. Looks a bit chilly for my taste.
Did you know that Bjork is from Iceland?
I think it's pronounced Bjork. Not sure how that is related to Evelyn's presentation.
She sure is.
Oh gosh. Heading back to the continent, let's go to Allison DeSalle reporting to us from Germany.
Hi, I'm Allison reporting from Germany. I'm here to talk to you about landforms that have changed Germany's surface. My first one is the Garsbiel open pit mines. The Garsbiel strip mine, also an open pit mine, is one of the largest mining operations in the world. It is so big, Germans created their own machine. The Bagger 288 is the biggest land vehicle on the earth just to work in the mine. The Garsbiel mine is a man-made landform, also called an open pit mine. An open pit mine is created when the surface of the ground is cut open and is left open for excavating ore. 1.3 billion tons of lignite, a soft brown ore that contains traces of plant structure. 1.3 billion tons of it is expected to be excavated from the mines. My next one is the Nachterstedt landslide. This type of landslide is called a rotational landslide. A rotational landslide is a downward movement of material with a deep slide surface. The landslide happened at the edge of a closed open cast mine that was turned into Lake Concordia. There was no obvious reason for the disaster, though it might have been underlain with old mine tunnels, which could have caused instability to the slope, which caused the landslide to happen. Back to you.
Great report, Allison. I really dug the Bagger machine.
Sounds like something you'd see at Hannaford's.
And I thought it was a new transformer.
You're a nerd. Moving us south a little, we now go to Alicia Urista in Switzerland.
I'm Alicia. I'm here to tell you about Switzerland. My first slide is going to be about the Alatesh Glacier in Switzerland. This glacier is over 23 kilometers, almost 2,500 meters. A glacier is formed when snow is in one spot and turns into ice, and then snow comes back on and it turns into just big chunks of ice. This glacier was formed by 4 small regular glaciers. It is the largest glacier in the Alps, and its thickness is almost 1 kilometer long, and it's just a little bit bigger because it's 3,300 feet. the remarkable Parenza landslide. And they call it remarkable because this landslide wasn't created because it was wet, it was created because it was dry. And a landslide happens when the tectonic plates move and soil, rocks, and debris moves with it. This landslide has fallen more than once. It's fallen in June and then the second time in July. 300,000 cubic centimeters of rock came down both times together, but there's still 5,000 cubic centimeters to come down. Back to you.
Remarkable indeed. Thanks for the report, Alicia.
Can you imagine? That glacier is over 3,000 feet thick.
That's a lot of snow to shovel.
I'm not sure it works like that, Cliff.
Well, I hear the Swiss have good chocolate.
Our final report today takes us back to Sweden and Amelia Jelina.
Hi, I'm Amelia reporting from Sweden. Today we're going to be talking about the Tuve landslide. The Tuve landslide happened November 30th, 1977. The landslide was created by heavy rain, which caused a slope. There was lots of damage to the property there. A landslide happens when there are cracks in the Earth's surface, and it's like a ripple effect because each piece of land goes downwards each time. When a piece of land breaks off and it hits another one, it causes a slope. In the Tuve landslide, a lot of people were injured. The landslide affected 270,000 square meters of land. There's 600 people who lived there, and afterwards, 600 people were homeless. The Gotha Canal was very important in the 19th century, and is still very important now. They built the canal so that they could have goods and people travel faster, and so they didn't have to go over all the land. A canal is an artificial waterway that goes through two of Sweden's biggest lakes, Vänern and Vättern. And back to you.
That's a heck of a canal story, Amelia.
Yes, I really dug that story.
That's our show for today. For Earth's Changing Surface, I'm Tsunami,
And I'm Cliff Face.
saying thank you all for joining us.
Stay classy, 7th grade.
You promised to stop saying that.
Never.